There's a beautiful way to start the retreat is with self-compassion. And, sometimes when we start a journey, we kind of see the areas that we want to focus in as problems, and we need to do something about those problems. And starting the journey with a sense of really solidly being on your own side. That is something that I would have you create with yourself. Being on this 21 journey, on your side as your best friend. That is what I want to recommend to all of you. And that is what this practice is dedicated to. So I'm going to ring my little bell again, which is basically an indicator that we're starting a meditation practice. And I want to invite you to find that comfortable position that allows you at the same time to remain alert. Taking a few deep breaths, enlivening the body on the in-breath and letting go of any residual tension on the out-breath. If there's any residual tension in the body, you may even want to roll your shoulders a little bit or your neck and just see that you can find real comfort in your body. And again, maybe finding that sense that we talked about in the beginning of just welcoming yourself, having that sense of belonging. And before you close your eyes, I would actually have you open them for a moment and look around the room. We're all fortunate to meet each other in the breakout rooms, but have a look at the beautiful community that we're sitting with. And maybe just meet some of the people around you with your eyes. Noticing, how you belong here and how every other person in this room also belongs here. And, acknowledging how we're creating that space of reclaiming ourselves together for the next 21 days. Beautiful momentum that we're creating with each other. And then if you want to close your eyes or lower your gaze, a soft gaze, whatever is more comfortable for you at this time. And allow your breath to continue to flow in its natural rhythm. Allowing the mind to settle. And if you catch it wandering, know that that is normal too. And gently but firmly bring it back to the breath. Allowing yourself to be present here now. Letting your mind rest simply in the awareness of the gentle rhythm of your breath. Now think of an area in your life where you experience challenge. where you might experience issues. This could be any of the areas you identified earlier, either in the breakout room or in our opening practice. Or it could be a challenge in a relationship. Perhaps you did not succeed as something that you really wanted. It could even be the way you sometimes relate with yourself. Perhaps you tend to feel self-critical here and there. Notice how you feel about yourself when you think of this experience. How does your heart feel? Do self-critical judgments arise in your mind, making you believe that you're not good enough? And for a few moments, just allow your habitual response to arise. Whatever normally shows up. And I would have you now consider whether there might be a kinder way of relating to yourself in this situation. And perhaps consider what would happen if you had your own back. If you stood at your side the way a good friend would. And notice if anything changes for you. As you imagine this area of challenge and difficulties, knowing that you are here at your own side with a sense of kindness and compassion. Perhaps you can be with yourself with a feeling of concern, tenderness, that sense of being on your own side. Perhaps you even feel the urge to help yourself in the way that you respond to your own challenges, failures, or disappointments, with a sense of non-judgmental concern, tenderness, and the urge to help yourself to do something about it. Consider how it feels when you relate to your challenge with acceptance. How does it feel when you relate to yourself with warmth and acceptance, with the thought of, yes, I am okay. I have this challenge and I am okay. Then, with those feelings of tenderness, warmth, and caring for yourself, silently repeat the following phrases. May I be free from this pain and suffering. May I be free from fear and anxiety. May I experience peace and joy. May I find happiness. We repeat this once more. Repeat the following phrases. May I be free from pain and suffering. May I be free from fear and anxiety. May I experience peace and joy. May I be happy. And take a moment to feel what shifts in you. Is there a change in the way that you're feeling about yourself or about the challenges in your life? And notice the shift in yourself. Now, imagine yourself as a small child, running around happily and carefree, perhaps making a few mistakes along the way, knocking over a few things. Are you feeling instinctively protective toward this child? Do you relate to this child with a natural sense of caring? Let this feeling of tenderness and caring you feel toward this childhood you expand in your heart. And I'm going to teach you a method that you can use for the next 21 days to find this kindness for yourself within your body within a minute. And you can practice this anytime And now what I would invite you to do is put your right hand on your left upper arm and your left hand on your right upper arm. And give yourself a 2-minute rub. And I want you to know that this actually changes your neurobiology. It puts oxytocin and endorphins into your body. Just notice what happens as you do this. Is your breathing softening? Are you sensing a warmth toward yourself? Are you feeling a sense of calmness? And then releasing all this imagery and also the rubbing of your arms. And for a moment, come back to your breath. And with your eyes closed, take in this beautiful energy that you have created within yourself. And know that you can do this any moment in time you choose to. And I want to read you a quote from the Dalai Lama. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. And if you want to be happy, practice compassion. I just want to say to you, before I hand it over to Shannon and Amir, that in your practice instruction, and probably they are still in day 15, maybe you want to take from the session to practice wishes of well-being toward yourself. And I put them for you in the journal. Remember, over the next 21 days, if you're running into challenge, give yourself a hug. And also find a photo of yourself when you were a child. And who do you want to be relating to that child? And maybe have that on your desk or in any area in your life where you feel that that attention is needed. And then before I pass it over to Shannon, I want to remind you, find one word for today. And when you have that word, you might want to write that word down. One word that you're taking away from today.
So beautiful. Thank you, Komala.